Hi Taurus, and welcome to your February 2022 reading. I'm Rebecca with the Elephant Key, and I am doing I'm actually pulling from the Soul Connection playlist. And we're going to find out how this resonates for your reading. We're going to do past, present, and future for February. Let's see how it all comes together. Wow, Taurus. I put on my glasses and I get a glare from these dang lights, so I may have to put them on just to be able to read because I'm getting old, you see. All right. All right. I wonder this time where she's gone, and I wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't a home anytime she goes away. Don't mind my son just walking out in the middle of this. All right. So everybody knows that song. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. So somebody's feeling a bit empty with the absence of someone. And we're going to go from there. Feeling the absence of someone. No sunshine, no clarity. We'll go from here. I'm going to pull three. One for the past, one for the present, and one for the future out of the Akashic Tarot. So let's see what we get. Mercury's going out of retrograde February 3rd, so there's that. So communication should be a little more reliable, I would say. All right. All right, Taurus. For the past position, we have two worlds. And in the present position, we have add some. I'm feeling some ancestor presence there. And in the future, we have clearing the way. So immediately, I'd like to read out of the book the two worlds definition here. And it's the Two of Scrolls. Surrounded by a spinning wheel and a baskets of wool, a beautiful woman, worried and tired, gazes at the embers in the fireplace. She's worked hard at her spinning for the coins that are gathered on the table. The expansive window behind her looks out onto a Buddhist monastery high in the mountains. Take a good look at that. When you receive this card, there's a conflict in your life between what the outer world requires of you and how your own spirit directs you. You actually may have had a number of past lives where you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth and therefore joined a monastery to do so. Then, missing the wonders that the secular world could offer, such as love, family, and financial success, you chose the secular world exclusively in your next incarnation. Yet this didn't offer the spiritual focus you also sought. Because of this, it's likely that you bounce back and forth from the monastic to the personal in a number of incarnations and through a number of different faiths. You're now again experiencing a polarity between fully self-realized spiritual experience and personal success in your day-to-day life. It often feels you have to let one go in order to embrace the other. This push-pull will continue until you learn to bring your spiritual self to every situation in your personal life. It's time to replace worry with trust and integrate your eternal truth with your temporary reality. If you have a job or are in a relationship that actively pulls you from your spirit, you must deal with it or possibly leave it. Who you are forever is who you are now. Let nothing impede that power. When you own it, absolute self-realization in both worlds will elude you no longer. So, Taurus, you're an incredibly grounded energy, and I can completely see where a past position could possibly give you a push and pull and make you feel incredibly uncomfortable in doing so. Because you want that grounded energy. You want predictability. You don't like it when things are erratic. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards for the past, and we'll see where we go from there. All right. First on deck, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. And the 3 of Pentacles. You may have felt stuck in a past position. Things are slow going, and you're trying to collaborate efforts with people, hoping that this will shift the world into your favor. First off, it's really hard for you, Taurus, to rely on anybody else to get the job done. So you never fully put your faith in anyone. But I feel like you were pretty disappointed that collaborative efforts didn't move as quickly or as smoothly as you would have done them if you had done it by yourself. I'm going to get some clarity on this. Because it seems like when you go after a solution, you know all the nuts and bolts. But when you work together with people, you know, you can't get that same kind of predictability. And maybe their efforts are slower than what you would like. And it just seems like you've got a hard time, Taurus, getting people to get their poop in a group, so to speak. So I definitely feel this push and pull. Ace of Swords. The Empress in reverse. And the Hermit are what clarifies this past position. On the bottom of the deck, the 6 of Cups in reverse. Which tells me that underlying all of this is a lack of reciprocation. I think you're really starting to see what you saw in this past position. Clarity that someone not standing in their own power and speaking from their own truth and taking charge of creating a better situation for themselves did not help you whatsoever. But you could see that was the root of the problem. And you may have felt like you needed to take a time out and introvert, go inward and really start trying to solve the problems for yourself. You know, maybe there's a feminine in your life who, it couldn't just be feminine energy of someone in your life where you seeing the clarity of how they're not showing up really made you lose faith in their ability to show up for you. Like, hey, you can't do this for you. How can I expect you to do anything like this for me? That can be frustrating. Not being able to depend on someone and seeing the truth of this. It just feels like you're walking through cement when you try to get anyone on board with your situation, with your growth, with your success. In the present position, we have add some. I'll show that card again. And I'll read that. It's number 22. All right. A candle casts light on an open book held by a young woman sitting at a desk. Her eyes are drawn to the side as if she was distracted from her reading by a curious thought or someone nearby. She's surrounded by several people, many of whom are somewhat translucent and glowing. An angel bends and whispers, "Adsum, I arrive. I am here. I attend you." Adsum is a single word that has many, many meanings. First, it affirms your own strength and focus in the present. You can use it as a command word whenever you find yourself distracted from what's at hand. Say, "Adsum, I am here," and feel yourself attend to the situation or person before you. This word also declares your arrival at goals and all your wishes coming true. Say, "Adsum, I arrive." And take a moment to see yourself reaching your goals absolutely. Whenever you get this card, know that you're on your way to the results you seek with the help of others and the glorious help of spirit. This card can also remind you to be assured that no matter what's happening in your life, Spirit's always there for you. They reach out to you, sharing their light and power and serving you in every way, from the least to the highest, from grandma to the divine. An eternal community attends to you. Say, "Adsum," and take some time to attend them too. You can act on your promise to God as Spirit lifts you upon their shoulders. You are present for each other, and together you arrive at your dreams. You know, this is a strong ancestral energy that right now it's January 15th. And as I post this video, and I'm feeling a strong ancestral pull at this moment. So I imagine that you're probably going to feel this heavily in February as well. You could decide to make an ancestral altar and give reverence to your past loved ones and reach out to them. You could decide to investigate your Akashic records into your past lives to see what your higher self messages have for you. What does Taurus need to know for February? What does Taurus need to know for February? The Nine of Swords in reverse. The Sun in reverse. Hello, there we go. And the Four of Wands. Underneath the deck, the Tower. So Taurus, you're starting, the anxiety that you've had in the past is starting to alleviate. It's starting to dissipate. And you're receiving happiness. It just may not look the way you thought it was going to. It may have shifted gears. And you could be finding happiness in a way that you didn't expect to. Because the Sun is in reverse, but you have this Four of Wands. How come you can't? Four of Wands? Yeah, the Four of Wands. There it goes. Any stretch. There's a time to celebrate. I feel like a wish that you put out, or a request that you put out to your higher powers, has delivered an outcome in such a way that, you know, you didn't expect it to be. Sometimes the sun can indicate that you didn't have the entire clarity on the situation. That happiness can look differently than what you expected, and that two things can be true at the same time. You can be both. You can celebrate and have gratitude over an unanswered prayer. Let's get some clarity on this. King of Cups. Someone's coming out with an offer of love. Someone is very loving, attentive, compassionate. This could also be Pisces. We've got Leo here. We've got the Empress in reverse. So we're seeing some Aries energy in the Hermit. We've got Virgo energy. There's an opportunity of love coming in for you. And I just don't think it may be someone you least expected. And here's the Wheel of Fortune coming back again upright. Okay? So things have definitely turned in your favor. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Maybe this love isn't a new beginning. Maybe it's a succession. Maybe it's somebody from your past, someone that you knew before. It's definitely turning in your favor, though. And it's a reason to celebrate. It's probably something you least expected. I'm anxious to find out what's going on in February for you. Let's see the future. Clearing the way. Four of Keys. All right, let's take one more look at this card. See, there's a log blocking the way to their homestead. A man and a woman have taken their carriage down a trail that cuts through the forest and continues to their beautiful home in the distance. A large downed tree lies before them, blocking their path. However, the young man carries an axe and is ready to clear the way. This card is a strong signal that now it's time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. It may be in your personal life, in a relationship, at work, or with a creative project. You must be clear-headed, so be sure to temper your action with calm and forethought. If you're too urgent and excitable, you may waste your energy or even cause damage. On the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. Be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your steps. With time and your attention, the way to your dreams will open. So, you seem to have an obstruction, but it doesn't look like it's something you can't handle, Taurus. Clearing the way. What does Taurus need to know? What does Taurus need to know? Five of Pentacles. Looks like someone has set you apart from others. You may have felt like somebody gave you the cold shoulder, or someone rejected you, or just left you completely out of the group, of the circle. The Two of Swords. Coming to a difficult truth about a situation or a person. And the King of Cups. Again, this might be in regards to a love situation. Or the King of Cups is offering compassion or support to you at this time. The bottom of the deck, Justice is in reverse. Somebody hasn't been fair. Somebody may have taken liberties that they had no business taking with you, or assumed that you were okay with being shafted, Taurus. Let's get some more indicator cards for this. I see some blatant inconsideration. Blatant inconsideration. We have the Seven of Cups. You have several options here. The Nine of Wands in reverse. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see what fell out of the deck here. What fell out of the deck was the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So what you could be dealing with in this future position is messages coming through from someone who is very lackadaisical, possibly does not have any passion. There could be a feminine who lacks motivation or the fortitude to take on projects on her own. And with this Eight of Swords in reverse, you know, this could be a person who is stepping out of the mode of victimization. But she just doesn't have a lot of oomph, okay? She doesn't have a lot of get-to-itness. She is like the anti-Queen of Pentacles energy right now. And you're feeling like there are a lot of other options that you could choose from. You really don't. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, you really haven't had a chance to assess the damage or do the healing needed to either your, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, to your finances, to your time, to your resources from dealing with this situation. You haven't even had a chance to heal those burdens. It's like a bunch of work that you did that seemed like it was for nothing. Like, was all my hard work for nothing? I mean, I haven't even had a chance to assess the damage here. You know, and I've got this person that I am trying to assist, to put my investment into, and they just don't want to get on board. So let's find out what does Taurus need to know for the month of February? The overall advice for Taurus. Four of Pentacles. What's the overall advice for Taurus in the month of February? Six of Pentacles in reverse. And again with the Justice in reverse. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is offering like support, an opportunity to gain more support for a situation or a person. But the best advice for you, Taurus, from Spirit is to hold your cards close to your chest. I wouldn't be extra giving at this time, okay? Not to be a miser or to be cold-hearted, but very quickly there could come a gross imbalance of give and take energy here. This is almost a situation where you have to be very careful to measure what you're giving and what you're receiving. Could you tell us who the person is or what characteristics the person has that Taurus is dealing with? Can you give us insight on who the person is that Taurus is dealing with? The Hierophant. This could be somebody in your spirit world, in your religious circle. This could be someone who you look to for advice, or a teacher. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This has to do with a loss of long-term gains or being unable to collect long-term gains. The Fool in reverse. Not wanting to try anything new. Kind of being extra apprehensive or lacking the excitement or motivation to start new projects. And the High Priestess in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is someone who can be pretty cold and to the point at times. And the High Priestess in reverse. This could be someone who kind of holds back, doesn't say all the information. They could be secretive. These are people that could probably lie by omission. Like, oh, I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you the whole truth. I just left that out because I didn't think that that was important. So Taurus, I hope this resonates for February. If it did, like and subscribe. Let me know. Put a comment down below. And there are a lot of you that watch but don't subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, and I'd be glad to show up on your news feed. Is it newsfeed with YouTube? I don't know. Thanks a lot. Have a good morning, noon, or night.